So, hey, self-worth is not contagious like flu. We have to nurture it. We have to culture it. We have to build it just like our basic nature. So that is why people just go through lack of self growth sorry self-worth. They feel only self-worth when they get validated, when somebody to compliment them. So when somebody say them that yes, they are doing good, yes, they are looking good, yes, they're whatever they're doing making sense to everyone and other person. So that's how we build our self-worth, and it starts from very early childhood days. Just let's take a child, and he doesn't his or her worth doesn't come from anywhere like I'm looking black, I have hairy body, I have, I am, I just born with this stickiness. And maybe people will not love me. Maybe I'm not adorable enough, I'm not loving enough, I'm not beautiful enough to be lovable, to feel that validation that yes, I'm worthy of love. That doesn't happen, that really doesn't happen. So in fact, the other people around them, they keep judging, but the child, they'll be smiling, giggling, they'll be showing spreading their hands and going here and there and exploring things. They don't mind to get themselves dirty, play in the mud, eat chocolate in a very raw way, so that it will make things dirty, make themselves dirty, make their shirt dirty. Sometimes they eat more. They don't think, and they don't realize that what is good, what is bad, what I should be doing, and what I should not be doing. So it is us, human, when we start growing, we start giving, labeling of our child. Oh, it's a good child. It's a not a child, it's a difficult child. It is this child is very angry. Now when we level it, so then they start understanding, okay, maybe I'm not lovable, maybe I'm not a good kid, because I'm angry, I get angry easily. Maybe I am dark, that's why I'm not lovable. But the actual the when a child burn, they burn with ultimate potential, with all his capability to give love and receive love. There is no question about it, and we all accept that, isn't it? Who have child or who doesn't have child, but they are not parents right now, still they can connect to this. When you see a child, you don't see that, oh, that's ugly child, that's looking like this, it's, oh my god, jumping around the mud or something. You just feel adorable. Oh wow, that's so cute, that's a cute smile. Okay, if the child is looking dirty, it's not clean, but still their activities, everything just draws us, just draw our attention. And they don't do it to feel and lovable, adorable, and acceptable, or to validate themselves, but they are in that way. So when we start leveling them, when we start saying them the things, they and when they understood those things, then they started understanding that, okay, I am not worthy of this thing, or this family, or I am not a worthy child, because then comes with the label. Maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not lovable enough, maybe I'm, because my mother is I gave a tough time to my mother. So in studies, so maybe I'm not a good child. So that's how it came up. It came up in different ways every day, and whenever we communicate with our child. So when those child grows up, let's just assume that that child is me, and I grew up with that mindset. I'm not lovable enough, I am not intelligent enough, I am not smart enough, I am not wealthy enough, because many times our parents say no to many things for no reason, but that doesn't mean they say you can't have it, because many things we want, we don't even know why we want that, right? So they have their own reasons to not doing that, not giving that. But we start assuming, oh, I am okay, my mom is not giving me this toy, or my father is not giving me this thing because I didn't score this much. I don't have a bicycle because I didn't score a good mark. I'm not a good child, I am not behaving good. So now I just grow up with those kind of mindset. So maybe around me everybody saying the same thing. Oh, you are a naughty child, oh, you're a difficult child, oh, you are not intelligent. And I remember that something happened like in my early age of childhood. My handwriting was so bad, yeah. So once someone said, oh my god, you are in 8th class and look at 8th or ninth class, something like that. Look at your handwriting, how dirty it is. No examiner will give you marks for that. And I'd feel so bad. Of course, it was not a great, I didn't have that great handwriting like the other people, like the people who are a student who comes first, second, or third in the class. But it was not that dirty even. So I still remember that thing because that thing hurt me, and it stays with me, right? It just stayed with me for longer time. And then after, what happened is I just tried to copy the handwriting of the other people. So that's how we do it. When the things are not working according to us, then we start copying. That's our basic nature. And I copied the nature, how they're writing the T, the D, and everything, and how stylishly they're looking, and how beautiful it looks. And in few months or so, or in 1 month or 2 months of time, I just changed my handwriting. It just looked like a adult is writing. So for that, I give a lot of attention while writing every letter. It is so much of energy I put into it, and I practice like writing 10-15 pages per day. So that's how it changed. So when that's a very small thing, right? But it does hurt me. It does put a dent on my identity, because they said you are not a good student, you will not get good marks, you will not, and eventually you will not get into a good college just because you have, you do not have a good handwriting. So they didn't say all of it, but I made the meaning out of it, all this. That is a scare, alarm in my mind just goes up. Oh my god, what if this will happen to me? So that's how things happen, and that's how we change. And as human beings, when we do certain things and certain practices for longer enough, like 30 years, 35 years, it became very much us. We don't know how to different that part of our identity from ourselves. Like, I'm a serious person. I am an angry person. I'm very funny. I am. I am a good person. He's or she's a good person. A bad person. He's a very intelligent person. He's very good at studies. He's a miserable person. Those tags. Those tags becomes our identity in the long run, even without we are knowing that, we're observing that, we are, before we understand that, we became. And in our mind we have been, leaving those words for thousand times, thousands or crores of times every day. Oh, he's a, I'm like this, I'm not, I'm not cool, I'm not enough, I'm not such a lovable person, I'm not a kind person, she's not adorable person. and and there are all such kind of, people have their own crisis. Oh, I'm sorry. So when those things happens, yeah, fine now. So okay, so when those things happens, we feel we are not worthy of love, worthy of companionship, worthy of long-term relationship, worthy of good career, worthy of a different life that we want. A life full of joy, happiness, and wealth, and health, and everything. We feel, no, this is not me. I can't have everything because I'm not worthy enough to have a beautiful girlfriend or boyfriend. I'm not smart enough to get this job. I'm not intelligent enough to have this a man in my life or woman in my life. So we start judging ourselves. We start judging. So with those judgments, we what happens is we start creating our identity much more stronger. Every day we keep on doing it even much more stronger. When you live those kind of life for years and years and years, and that get hardwired in our brain, because we're doing it, saying it, living it in the same way from long time. So it's very much me. It's like this, getting up in the morning and go to your bathroom without even opening your eyes, because you know where it is, where is your brushes, and where you should put it, and how to brush it. Even you open your eyes, your brushing is over, right? It is that, like, so automatic. When you drive, you just, when you're an old driver, you just drive, you just go on driving. You don't see, like, I have to put a brake, I have to put an accelerator. You don't see all those things. You just like a smooth on a autopilot basis. So without knowing that, without noticing that, we became more on autopilot. So okay, so but it is just more happened with the, person, and human beings. The other day I was talking to a person, not a person, but it was a it's a person, but it's a student. Just completed her degree and wanted to go for working for part time, and he has his own plans and all. So I just asked simply, we had a conversation, and while driving, and I said, what is the main kind of problem you face, your generation? He's just 21 plus something, not more than that, just a kid. So he said, like, a lot of we don't have focus, we don't have planning, we are so there is so many things goes on in our mind, and there's so many things, he said, like five, six, seven things. He said, this is what is the problem right now. We don't know what we have to do, we should be doing, and there is no guide for us what to do. I said, okay, so how you're going to, how you are managing it? So he said he has a plan. He wanted to do this course, then he want to go to the business, and but also he has a plan. If that business doesn't work, then he will do another one. So he already has a backup plan. So there's nothing wrong in having a backup plan. But just imagine a person who's working on and starting on a journey, who wants to be successful but also have a second plan. If he or she fails, you know, so already scared of failing. What if I'll fail? I'll do this. So he has already lined up, okay, I'll do this. So why in the first place, why the failing is coming to mind? Okay, because we are so much hardwired, and society is like that. Our mindset is like that. Okay, we would do it, but do you think we can work around it? Yes, obviously we can work out around it. Obviously we can do the tiniest change, which can actually give you excellent results. Okay, it can be business, it can be personal life, it can be relationship, and it can be any area or areas of life, and the effect will be like 10 times in every areas of life. Like if you are impacting your personal life, it also going to impact your financial, your relationship, your emotional life. If you're working on your emotional well-being, it also impact positively your finances, your career, your relationship, and so social life, and so on and on. Okay, so so the question is how to do it, how to feel more worthy that you, and that worthy than the lack. Because at the first place, when you're planning for the second thing without even starting the first thing, that means you are operating from a place of fear, that what if it goes wrong. But that's okay, fail, give yourself the chance to fail, no problem. But why it came to your mind at the first place, that what if you fail, why didn't come, I'm going to make it, and if and why it will not work. Show me the reason why it will work. Okay, rather than thinking why it's not going to work, why I'm thinking like that. That is the tiniest adjustment that we need to do, and which can help us to overcome years of struggle from our life. Okay. Why I'm saying that, because I have done that, I have seen the results, and I know that thing works a lot. So for now, you can do one thing. What I'm coming up with my coaching sections, and you can DM me, and you can get in touch with me for the sessions if you really need it. If you are stuck, if you don't have any clarity, because anyone who has taken the sessions, they have got saved months and year of time. Okay, so because I also learned from my mentors who has done miraculous things, right? So this is one part. And the next part is, when you start doing it, start feeling worthy, start saying that I'm worthy, start getting that awareness, where is the place where you feel the lack and less of light. Where is the place, where is the belief that is not working for you? Then it will just accelerate your growth process. So when you do that, you will reduce your cost of expenses, where you will be spending a lot more money on experimenting on different things, so that you stop doing it. And the next thing that you will be it will help you to, for next thing is to save your years of your struggle. Just imagine that is 5 years of time and you have a target to complete in 5 years or 10 years. What if you can achieve your target in half of the year? Okay. And with financial benefit. So mm, it's like a, icing on the cake. So yes, that's how happen when your self-worth grows up. And that's how, and when that happen, you'll be unstoppable. Nobody is going to stop you. The it seems like a vortex open up for you, and the universe is flowing, sending you the abundance of people, opportunity, and time, and everything, and the finance to work towards your bigger vision. Okay, so and you will be so confident, and you will be vibrating in a different type of energy, which can bring more people who are more aligned to that vibration, and which can help you to grow even more and more in your life. So if you resonate with this, if you agree, or if you feel this, wanted to try it out, you can try my free coaching class, 1 hour coaching class that I am giving. And you can yourself explore what is there for you. And like and subscribe and share my channel, help me to reach more and more and more people, because that's what I want people to be, have a financial, emotional freedom lifestyle. I want them to achieve that, and without struggle. Thank you so much.